They told us the age of life began with dinosaurs. But that was the second beginning. Before their bones turned to stone, before the first roar echoed across the jungles, the earth already belonged to monsters. Creatures so strange, so alien, that even evolution seems to have forgotten them. These were the beasts that ruled the empty world, before Adam, before us, before almost everything. Imagine a world without grass, no flowers, no bird song. Just one colossal supercontinent surrounded by endless ocean. In this primeval silence, life stirred, not gentle, not peaceful, but wild and experimental. Evolution was not yet predictable. It was chaos sculpting form, a fever dream of creation. And in that chaos, the first predators rose. 520 million years ago, before dinosaurs were even an idea, something ruled the oceans. Anomalocaris, the unusual shrimp. But this was no shrimp. It was terror incarnate. A meter-long predator with eyes of crystal lenses, appendages like serrated blades, and a circular mouth lined with teeth. It hunted with precision, not brute force. It saw its prey before anything else could even see it coming. The first apex predator, the prototype of all future hunters. Hundreds of millions of years passed, the seas gave birth to new conquerors, creatures that crawled onto land and breathed air for the first time. This was the Carboniferous period, a world rich in oxygen, where nature went mad with size. Forests of colossal ferns, insects with wings as wide as eagles, and crawling through the shadows, a titan. Arthropleura, the millipede the size of a car, the largest invertebrate to ever walk the earth. But while it fed on plants, other creatures sharpened their teeth. Dimetrodon, a sail-backed hunter that looked like a reptile, but it wasn't. It was one of us, a proto-mammal, an ancient cousin long before we even existed. With blade-like teeth and the body of a predator, Dimetrodon ruled long before the first dinosaur hatched. Then the world ended. 252 million years ago, Earth entered the Great Dying, the deadliest event in its history. Volcanoes tore the skies apart. The oceans turned to acid. The air itself became poison. 90% of all life vanished. Entire ecosystems erased. But before extinction claimed everything, one final hunter stood at the top. Inostravensia, the saber-jawed proto-mammal, swift, intelligent, lethal. It hunted with precision, bit down with power, ripped life from life. And then it too disappeared into silence. The Great Dying left the planet empty, a blank canvas. But from the silence, new experiments began again. One of them was Tanostraphus, a creature so bizarre it seemed like evolution was mocking itself. 6 meters long, with a neck longer than its entire body. It waited in the shallows, an ambush predator from another world, stretching its absurd form to strike. Life was rebuilding itself, stranger than before, but unstoppable. Millions of years later, the age of giants returned. Woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats, giant sloths, and dire wolves. This was the Ice Age, a frozen theater of titans. And then something small arrived, fragile, weak, yet dangerous. Humans. They crossed frozen bridges into untouched lands, and wherever they went, giants vanished. Not by chance, by design. Humans hunted, learned, and conquered. We became the new apex predator, more cunning than claws, more lethal than teeth. From the alien seas of Anomalocaris to the forests of Dimotrodon, to the frozen tundras of mammoths, the torch of dominance kept changing hands. Each age had its rulers, each extinction its silence. But every time the world emptied, life returned, stranger, stronger, smarter. And in the end, it was us, the last beast to rise from the void. But this was just the beginning. What came next changed everything. If you want to see what lies beneath, subscribe to Cinematic Prehistory Uncovered, because the secrets we're about to uncover will rewrite everything you thought you knew.